Hey, so in this one, you guys asked me to create a video around answering this. The question was Dream 100. So the first thing you need to know about the Dream 100 is, well, what the heck is it? Well, the Dream 100 is simply put, you identify 100 clients that would be a dream if they were yours. So for example, for us, we have clients that go all the way up to $20,000 to $40,000 a month, which ends up being $250,000 to $500,000 on a 12-month contract. Now, we don't typically work with a lot of clients like that, but when we do, those would probably be in our Dream 100 because they're the biggest ones ever. And so there's other examples I could give. Maybe it would be a Dream 100 partner. And so what you can do is you can map out your Dream 100 clients and your Dream 100 partners. And so once you've done that, the first thing to do is really identify who is the Dream 100 clients, who is the Dream 100 partners. Once you know who, and here's the issue that you might come up with. Let's just say you only get to 50 clients and 70 partners. This says 50C and 70P, 70 partners. So if you only get 50 clients and 70 partners, then what you're probably gonna wanna do is go down to the next thing. And there's gonna be multiple things that you're gonna wanna do for research. First is research the 100 so that you can actually come up with who they are. So now you fill these voids. The second thing is you're also going to want to do research on current, I'm going to put current help, CH. So you're also going to want to do research on not only who are the 100 clients, who are the Dream 100 partners, but also research on the client for how they're currently getting help with whatever it is you're going to be reaching out to them on. So current help for partners. Are they already working with somebody else who's helping them with that thing? If so, it's going to make the rest of this maybe change a little bit for your value proposition. Dream 100 clients. Have they already tried working with other coaches? Have they already hired another company or service provider similar to yours? Have they already bought a similar product and offering to the one that you would maybe be reaching out for? So you do a little bit of research so that you don't just go to them and find out they're already with someone else. Does that make sense? Like if you were going to ask someone to marry you, you'd want to make sure they weren't already married to make a silly point. So if you go to somebody and you do this whole process, you want to make sure that you can actually help them and at least have some context if they're being helped already, so that ultimately you can come right down here to figuring out one of the most important things, and this is the unique value that you're going to provide to them as your proposition. So unique value proposition, UVP. Once you've identified the unique value that you're going to propose to this individual, that has to be something, by the way, that is better than any potential current help they're already getting. So a unique value proposition, if you were going to reach out to me, would have to be pretty good if I've already heard somebody else or multiple people pitch me. So if you're reaching out to a true Dream 100 client, they've probably already been pitched on your quality service, whatever you provide. If you're reaching out to a Dream 100 partner, they better be pretty incredible, and so they've probably already been pitched. So you need to really do your research to find out what would the unique value proposition be that I could generate this potential client to work with us or this partner. So you need to really spend some time thinking, what is unique about our offer, about the way maybe what's really unique is just the way that you do these two things, which we're going to talk about in a second. So maybe the thing that makes you unique is that you cost the same, your quality is the same, but you do these other things better. That might make you unique, and that also might provide great value. Again, there's a list of things that I could go through. Maybe it's price, maybe it's the speed that you deliver it faster. Maybe you come down here and you mitigate the risk better. Somebody else does a 30-day guarantee, we do a 365-day guarantee. Maybe somebody doesn't do a guarantee at all. The point is, I could go on with a laundry list of things that would make you unique, that would be valuable, should you propose them to the Dream 100 client or partner. And again, a lot of that either has to do with your due diligence of knowing the industry well, or simply go up here, don't try to skip steps, and do some research. Now, mitigate risk. This is also one of the most important things. Every step in this process is important, but this is one of the best. And this helped my business generate tons of revenue by simply implementing something called mitigating the risk. And we usually know what mitigating the risk is if we compare it to its brother, the guarantee. And most commonly, we've probably heard of 30-day money-back guarantees. And so one of the things, and that kind of makes you feel comfortable. It mitigates the risk. So A consumer who feels like this decision to test drive the car becomes risk-free because I can try it first. A person who says, I'll try Hulu or Netflix for the 14-day free trial and then get hooked. A lot of companies you'll see in softwares and a lot of businesses do 14-day, 7-day trials for free, 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can try it for free for 7 days or 14 days, or you can do a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have to pay up front and then get your money back. Same thing, try it for free, but hook up your credit card, and after the trial period, it auto starts. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but this is what big companies are doing all the time. 30-day money backs, 14-day free trial. Huge billion-dollar companies do this because they know that if they can mitigate the risk on the prospect, then becoming a customer and a client becomes a lot easier when it feels risk-free. So if you can reach out to your Dream 100 clients or partners and you can mitigate any potential risk or perceived risk that they might think they have as a result of working with you, this is where you can mitigate the risk and move into the next step, which is going to be coming up with your shock and awe. And so a shock and awe is basically, it could be a gift. It doesn't have to be a gift. I like to use the wording and the context as a gift because I think you can do something called integrity gifting. So I'm going to write that right here. I don't know if you can read it. Integrity, my handwriting's pretty sloppy. Integrity gifting. What that really means, integrity gifting, really just means I'm going to give you a custom, thoughtful, heartfelt, researched, well-timed gift. And if you're a good person, your integrity will be saying, I got to at least respond to this person via whatever they told me, email, phone call, social media, whatever. So the point is, if you can come up with a really good shock and awe, like, oh my gosh, and you don't just know the Dream 100, you know them, you've done your research. Maybe you talk to the wife or the husband or the best friend or the son or the daughter, the executive assistant, a close friend, employees. You do your research to really find out what would a good shock and awe gift be. And then you send that targeted gift to them in a way that makes them so compelled that they have to reach out. And then the next thing that we do is find, here we go, the dance. This is the hidden one that I didn't put on there. Clarity and curiosity. So I wrote down, again, if you can't see it, clarity and curiosity. You have to find the dance between these two. And what I mean is, they need to have clarity around what it is that you're giving them as a value proposition. What do you want them to do? What are they getting? Why are you sending this? So they need to have clarity. But here's the crazy part. Depending on the context of how you're reaching out and why you're reaching out, you could also sprinkle a little bit of curiosity in there. And what that means is, if I can reach out to you with a shock and awe gift, but I don't really know what it is that you're providing, I just know I'm gonna like it, especially since I'm associating it to the gift, and you've piqued my curiosity. Something that's gonna help you generate tons of revenue in your business, like this client and this client and this client we've worked with. We'd love to talk about how this relates to your marketing. There's just enough curiosity in there and clarity for me to say it's got to do with making a lot of money, it's got to do with optimizing my marketing, it's got to do with companies that are competitors of ours and playing at the same level of ours. I'm curious, I want to know what the heck these guys do. And the shock and awe of what they sent at least is going to do what they asked, which is give them a 3-minute phone call just as a courtesy to let us know if they like the gift, and also to just give us what we're asking, which is 3 minutes to explain what we have. And you'll be smart enough to be able to make that decision within 3 minutes if you want to even continue talking or not. All we're asking for is 3 minutes of your time, and we hope this shock and awe gift, you don't word it that way, but we hope what we've sent you is something that is worthy of getting 3 minutes of your time. And so you can say, we hope what we have sent you will, earn us 3 minutes of your time. You can say it in a lot of different ways. But the point is, identify the Dream 100 clients and partners. Once you know who they are, do your research on them, figure out as much information as you can on who they are, what they need, what they like, what they don't like, who else is potentially helping them in the same way that you are. Then you find out what's going to be your unique value proposition that's going to actually show these people why they should work with you and even talk to you. Find a way to mitigate the risk so that they don't have any perceived risk or real risk in moving forward with the transaction and the investment that you're asking for, or whatever it is that they're asking for. Even the 3-minute phone call. Make them feel like that's a risk of wasting my time. And so find a way to mitigate every possible risk. Shock and awe. I call it integrity gifting. Give them such a nice gift that they feel like they have to at least give you 3 minutes of their time. Another way of doing this is you can do, instead of doing integrity gifting, you can just do, for example, we've done other crazy ideas where we'll mail the person a really expensive shoe and say, hey, you know, your assistant told us you were a size 10. We wanted to mail you a Ferragamo shoe or a brand new whatever that you would like, red bottom, if it's a woman or man. And so point is, you do your research, you figure out, is it a gift that I want to do, or is it maybe an iPad with a video on it that I want to impress them with? What is it that you're going to send that's going to give them shock and awe? And ultimately, the customness, the thoughtfulness, and the quality and the heartfelt message that you put with it, maybe the funny, playful message you put with it. All of these factors are going to help determine whether or not they're going to reach out to you. And ultimately, you want to give them just enough clarity, just enough curiosity, because curiosity drives action. Mystery drives action. That's why movies end with cliffhangers that go, oh, I can't wait to see the second one. Before a commercial break, they end with a cliffhanger. Oh, and so that little bit of curiosity piques you just enough to stick around and find out. And so after you do all of this, one of the things I wanted to point out as well with your research is obviously in part of the research, figure out where they are. Are you going to send this to their house, to their office, to a P.O. box? So just do a little bit of research. Again, research is broad and it could encompass a lot of things, but this is my quick off the top of the head. I saw somebody said for the 10th time, do a video on Dream 100, and I love talking about this and teaching it. This is the foundation of the Dream 100. If you guys need me to go even deeper in giving examples, I'll make one final note that one of our clients did this effectively, and within their first 10 Dream 100 clients, 5 of them signed up, and they generated $1.2 million in 27 days. And so if you're wondering if the Dream 100 works, it's something that this year alone will make me 7 figures, over $1 million. And that's just on the Dream 100 partner side. And then in addition to that, this is something that's made my clients tens of millions of dollars. And that's why you guys are asking me, because you know this is something you need to dial in. So I hope this covers some of the foundational basics. Again, if you have more questions and you want me to go deeper on any one of these parts about maybe how we're doing it, I kind of seed planted some of those in there. Just let me know, comment below, or send us a message in the Facebook community.